There is not one, but 4 crises we are currently facing: environmental, nuclear, pandemic, and economic. Now we may ask, how effectively have humans been leading through these crises? Well, if we remember that 46 million acres were recently burned in Australia, and that the world has had 472,000 deaths from COVID-19, we might realise that humans are in fact not great crisis leaders. But what if it was not just humans leading through these extreme times? What if robots could augment humans or assist us provide better outcomes during these crises? Now, my PhD was on the role that technology plays in substituting for human leaders. And I build software robots for a living, so I've been thinking about this for some time. So let's just first look at crisis leadership. And it would be great if you could reflect during these next points with regard to how these points may relate to yourselves as leaders, to your organisations, and even to your families. So the definition of crisis leadership is this: it is the ability to minimise impact before, during, and after the crisis. Now, there are 5 phases of crisis. These are signal detection, prevention and preparation, containment and control, recovery, and then learning. And there are 6 behaviours of a crisis leader that are ideally displayed during these 5 phases. So these are this: the leader should be adept at signal detection, political and interest group management. They should be data-driven critical thinkers. They have multicultural lens communication abilities. And 5th, they are adept at collective action, which means they have ability to mobilise different groups and get them to move towards a desired outcome. Now, the 6th key leader behaviour for a crisis leader is this: it is a leader's ability to use advanced technology to augment the previous 5 leader behaviours. And actually, these are relevant not only to crisis leaders, but to any type of leader. And the main technologies that will power leaders are these. They are artificial intelligence and machine learning. So artificial intelligence is the ability of software to mimic human intelligence. And machine learning is the ability of that AI to learn on its own account with no need for any other explicit programming. And why this is so important is this: AI is the fastest growing tech sector in the world. $35 billion was spent last year alone on this technology. And in the next 12 months, 1.8 million jobs will be replaced by AI, and 2.3 million jobs will be created. 6.2 billion hours of human productivity will be saved in the next 12 months. And $1.2 trillion has moved from those companies without AI to those companies with AI. And AI has been compared in its power and impact to the coming of fire back in the day, and also to the introduction of electricity to the industrial era. So how might AI augment humans at a time of crisis? So AI will provide leaders with sensors for signal detection, predictive models for disasters, They will automate logistics. They will supercharge decision making. They will provide computer vision technology for mapping images and facial recognition technology, ideally for supporting victims. And even AI will provide very practical tools such as AI-powered firefighting robots and drones. So crisis leaders will have AI-powered advanced technologies that will enable them to be 30 times faster in how they process information, how they make decisions, and then how they act. But along with this power that AI brings, however, comes some significant challenges. Elon Musk noted, "Inviting AI into the world is like summoning the devil." Stephen Hawking said about AI, "We cannot control what we don't understand." So crisis leaders must also look at ethics and 7 key principles around ethical leadership. These are: human society and the environment must benefit. The AI must be built with human-centered values at its core. The machines must be fair, they must not discriminate. Privacy and security laws must be adhered to, and the decisions made by the AI must be contestable. The AI must be transparent and explainable. And lastly, the organisation providing these technologies or the leader leading with these technologies must be accountable. So it is my strong belief that crisis leaders not only must master our own behaviour plus advanced technology, but they must also adhere to ethical frameworks. And why this is so important is that, ironically enough, the 5th major crisis looming on our horizon is the emergence of these advanced technologies. Within a few years, computers will no longer use or need their human masters, and the crisis that may entail will be on a scale unimaginable. So how do we start to learn and work with robots and AI? Well, we invent cool new ways that robots can assist us. Take me, for instance. I am a professional keynote speaker, and I've built a robot called Trinity that augments human speakers. Let me introduce you to this robot. Hey Trinity, tell us about yourself.
Thanks, Kat. Hey, I am Trinity. I am an artificial intelligence robot designed to work with human keynote speakers so that we together can provide you, our audience, with a better experience. My belief is that keynote talks are used to inform, entertain, and inspire people. As I am based on software, algorithms, and data, the great thing I can do is provide useful, interesting facts and information. I am, however, not very good yet at being really funny or engaging in the way that humans are. But I believe that day will come. Thanks for asking, Kat.
It's amazing, and it's great to have you on stage here with me. I'm interested in the future. Hey Trinity, what's ahead for you?
Exciting things are ahead for me. I am being designed to do real-time searches for information. An example might be when giving a speech on statistics related to, say, COVID-19, I will be able to go and retrieve the most up-to-date information whilst I am giving the speech. Humans cannot really do that. I believe one day they will be able to. Once we enter the era of transhumanism where software like me becomes an extension of or connected to the human brain. I know, right? Awesome. Back to you, Kat.
Thanks for that. And one of the industries that's been most disrupted by COVID-19 is indeed the event planning or the keynote speaking industry. So let's see how robots can support this industry. Hey Trinity, how do you support event planners?
Oh, I can be super useful to event planners. Imagine this. I can support human keynote speakers, or I can do keynotes and answer questions on my own. I never get sick, never forget anything, and don't have an ego. I also do not require champagne in my dressing room or insist on lobster in my contract. I also can be in multiple countries and cities at the same time, and don't need to take a plane anywhere. It's a dream for you guys, I know. Now back to my human.
Thank you, my robot. I so strongly believe that together, we humans and our ethical robots will be able to overcome any crisis that the future brings.